and Maggie attended it. Maggie was in there sweating bullets. It was a packed house, of course. You know, anytime Sexy Red pop out, she a big name. She gonna have a big crowd. And Maggie is in there. Uh, she's in there burning the fuck up, right? Excuse my expression. I always try not to cuss on a Sunday. But and so Maggie, she messaged me after she seen I had posted that live, and she was explaining how there was an incident where people were attempting to flee the club. She thought that people were being shot or someone was shooting, and so it turns out that it was just a fight that occurred. And Maggie said that she was going to scale back some events, and she was going to stop going to some of the club appearances. She didn't say she was going to stop the concerts. She said she was going to stop attending the clubs and the packed situations where things could happen. I understand that for Maggie, and I was happy to hear that from Maggie. Because she needs to slow down a little bit. She's no spring chicken. She travels by herself, and Maggie's a big person, but she's still a woman. You know what I'm saying? And you have to be careful out here, um, because people are crazy these days. So I hope Maggie you know, can start to attend things that are a little bit more age friendly. She does her bingo, and so maybe she should do that. Maybe some arts and crafts shows, or you know, go to some of those convention center events or something like that. Everything doesn't have to be a concert. She still has plans on traveling to California later on this year, and then Texas. This is thousands of miles that Maggie is traveling. Um, and who cares how she gets the money? My thing is, she has to be careful. I question if she's planning properly. Because when you travel, particularly those long distances like that, from Philly to California, that's going across the entire country. You have to have the things you need. You can't just be dependent on, your supporters to just have your back. And sometimes, no shade to Maggie, but she'll go places without enough and expect her followers to, you know, pick up, her baggage or whatnot. And so, I hope Maggie can kind of keep it local and kind of avoid some of those, those kind of like teeny bopper events because, things can happen. A lot of those places aren't checking for weapons. Some of those places you can slide them a few bins and they'll let you in with your weapon. So things like that can happen, and things can take a turn for the worse um, quite quickly. On to Alvo. I wanna give Alvo a few props real quick because Alvo has been living his life. Alvo has branched out from the Atlanta compound, and Alvo is traveling. He's seeing the world, or at least the country,